comments are working or not. Um, if somebody gets in there, um, message me or send a thing to see if it's working. All right. Um, but as I was saying before, um, something happened between the live stream last night and today. Through my sleep, when I woke up, I don't feel depressed. I still am down, but between talking last night and stuff, and then going to church and everything. Hey, how are you doing today? When I woke up, the depression's still there. Yes. Yeah, I couldn't figure out what I did wrong. That's why I stopped it and turned it back on. Because I'm an idiot. I don't know nothing about this high-tech stuff. I'm doing fantastic. I had a completely change of everything today. Yes, this is live. I had to stop it and turn it back on and restart it so that my thing or my comments would work. I don't know why they didn't work. I'm an idiot. Yeah, I'm doing fantastic. I feel like something has been lifted off of me and it's crazy. Well, I'm glad you're here. How are you doing? You ready for Christmas and all that such stuff? I'm not really celebrating Christmas. I have presents for my grandkids, but I'll send them in the mail. But that's how it's going to work. Hi, Wanda. How are you doing today? I'm rolling your cigarettes again. Hello. Brazil. That's crazy. What pronoun do I prefer? Christian. I'm a man. I understand pronouns and all of that and why you use pronouns. I'm old school. I'm just a man. I'm a Christian man. I don't, unlike some Christians, not most, I don't judge about anything because it's not my job to judge people. That's God's job, not mine. My job is to love people. So it doesn't matter what your gender is, what your pronouns are, what you identify as. You can be a freaking rabbit. Guess what? I love rabbits. There's too much in Christianity of people just because of judging people and making other people feel less than who they are because they're right, because they're a Christian and what I believe is the right thing, which it may be. But that's not the point. The point is Jesus wants us to be nice and love each other. It says it in the Bible. Why don't Christians do it? You know what I mean? I'm glad you're free too. Because I was in jail once when I was 18 years old, and I was the worst 191 days of my life. I hated every day of it. It was horrible. I did get to read a lot. Yeah. Maybe something with go see a doctor. Oh wow. I can't. It's in the paint and I am not painting yet. It's been that way for the last couple of years. I had plans, if I flipped it around, you'd see these cabinets are brown and white, those ones are red and white, those ones are red and white, these ones are brown and white. I started painting, and then I got depressed, and it put me in a place to where I didn't want to do anything. And I'm slowly crawling out of that place. So yeah, I know it needs painted, not cleaned. No. The trim for my cabinets are white and the doors are red, because my cabinets are red, the countertops are red. So I kind of tried to match the countertops that I can't change. Yeah, I don't smoke on camera. I do smoke, I'm not gonna lie. I don't do it on camera because my granddaughter watches this sometimes, and other children might watch it, and I don't want to be a Christian who's showing you a bad example. You know what I mean? But I will tell you, I won't lie, I smoke cigarettes. I don't smoke a lot of them anymore because I'm getting old and I'm trying to quit. Why did I go to jail? I went to jail because at 16 years old, I was emancipated. And I was pretty much put out on my own. And I learned that if you stole cartons of cigarettes, you could sell them at the truck stop. So I was stealing cartons of cigarettes, and I got arrested for stealing 3 cartons of cigarettes. And in the state of Indiana, it is a Class D felony, and you go straight to jail. That's the only time I've ever been to jail besides like running away. It is a very old house. It's over 100 years old. It's freezing in this place. Who do I love? Is she watching? My granddaughter. She might be watching. I don't know. I don't know. She might be. She does watch all the videos. And who I love everyone. And that's just the way it. What type of love? The reason he did that, Art, is because it's a dominance thing. Okay? I bet you if you would have stood up to him, even though he'd been in jail for murder, it wouldn't have been all that. I love my wife. And my wife is sickly. I had to quit working and take care of her. She's in the other room, relaxing, watching TV. I live in Youngstown, Ohio. Yeah, I love my wife, and she's right there, and she hears every word I say. And I was, well, thank you so much. Here's what's funny. I've been married for almost 20 years to my wife. I couldn't imagine being with anyone else at this point in life. Even with all the hardships of being her caretaker and stuff like that, she's loving my life. No. And thank you guys for saying that you would watch this all the time, because I'm getting more confidence in this and I feel better about it with myself, because I had a serious issue with dang it, there goes that mind hole again. I'm sorry, I forgot what I was talking about, guys. Yeah. What if the person I loved at a young age is crying right now? No. My daughter is Sabrina. What if a person you loved at a young age is crying right now? What I would have to say is I apologize because at a young age, I was an immature person who didn't know anything. I didn't know love as a child, and love to me was a creature that I didn't know, and I didn't really know love until I had a daughter, and then I was able to start loving myself a little bit, and it showed me how to love other people, and I progressed from there. And to that person, I would say, I'm sorry. What do I do for work right now? I roll cigarettes. Hey, Eli. I roll cigarettes for Wanda and Eli. Since I became my wife's caretaker, I used to do fence work. Used to put up fences and fence repair. Hey, Monica. What, did I never felt love before? When I was a kid. I can't say if I felt love. I didn't feel love outward or inward from myself. Other people might have loved me, but I would have had no idea what that was because I didn't really recognize what love was. You don't want to see me strip, trust me. There'll be all kinds of shaking going on. Yeah, I'm fine with it. Well, I'm going to scroll down a little bit to make sure I'm not missing anything because it's hard for me to see. Youngstown is not a high-wage town now, at all. I am doing fantastic, Monica. How are you doing? Yeah, Youngstown is now falling apart. GM left. Most of the steel mills closed down. They're trying to redo downtown, but when downtown looks pretty and everything else is kaput, it happens. If it wasn't for Youngstown State University, this place would be done. It is a little after 7 o'clock. I live in Youngstown, Ohio. Brazil, that's crazy. What's the weather like in Brazil? Because right now, it's snowed, and it's like 20 degrees outside. It's cold. Tomorrow I'm going to be working on a lawnmower. If you guys don't know, if you're new, I enjoy riding around lawnmowers like they're ATVs. It's relaxing, it's cheap, it's fun. And with the snow, I really want to whip around and stuff. Oh. I don't like the blistering heat. I'm a big fella, and it messes me up. Cryptocurrency, I would if I had money. I only make I make a small amount of money rolling cigarettes, and pretty much everything I have goes into paying my bills and buying the little things you need all month. This month, Christmas, And then next month is my granddaughter's birthday. So I'm not going to have money for cryptocurrency for probably until next spring when I'm going to get back to work. The weather changes day by day. Yes. See, here where I live, the weather changes by hour. It could be you wake up and there's 4 inches of snow on the ground, and when you go to bed, there's no snow and you're not wearing a jacket. You got to carry an umbrella because it'll be raining, of course. But yeah, the weather's crazy. Like today was like, when I went to church, it was like 19 degrees. Right now it's, let us see what the magic phone tells us. Right now, it is 17 degrees. Tomorrow it's going to be 40. So, yeah, it's kind of chilly out there. Really, snow is great. Cold and wet. I don't know if you have ever had like a snow cone or an ice. Yeah, it's cold and wet. And it gets, what do you call it? Gets everything nasty. At first the snow looks beautiful, and then the next thing you know, everything's all brown and muddy looking and gross, and then there's nothing on the trees, and the sky's gray, and wintertime is horrible here. Yeah, snow is but I'm planning on going out on my lawnmowers once I get one running. I'm going to try tomorrow. And I just want to rip around on a lawnmower that goes like 20 miles an hour, doing donuts and, you know what I mean, having fun out in the snow. Because as dumb as it sounds, just getting on a lawnmower and riding through the woods, like take the deck off, of course, it's just relaxing and it's fun. Don't eat, yes, that is the best advice you'll ever hear, Mr. Frog. Do not eat the yellow snow. Hey, kinfolk, yellow snow means somebody peed on the snow. Never eat the yellow snow. And I'd be careful about the brown snow too. Just saying. Oh man, I feel so much better today than lately. Yeah, thank you, Wanda, for reminding me. That's always a good pointer. That's weird, but yeah, I thank you for joining though. It's beautiful that somebody so far away I can converse with and touch with. That's amazing. The internet, as much as I hate the whole interwebs and the computers and all that stuff, they do amazing things. What's funny is, like, you know how we do video calls now? I call them Jetsons calls, because the video calls, that's the only time you ever saw it. It was like on movies and Jetsons, and you know what I mean? It was weird. And now I'm talking to somebody from Brazil. Yes, I really enjoy this room. This room stays really warm. The rest of the house, not so much. I have a bunch of big, beautiful windows, but unfortunately, my house is older and it's a little chilly sometimes. You don't know what to eat. Could you recommend something? Yes. Yes, I can. Anything but chicken. Um, it all depends on what you like. Me personally, if I had anything to choose to eat, it would be a nice cold cut sandwich. It's not hard to make. It doesn't hit heavy on your stomach. And the coolness of the lunch meat and the cheese is good. That's what I would eat if I had the stuff to make a sandwich. But I had breakfast this morning, or brunch this morning, so I'm good for the day. You're welcome. Chicken, I just personally don't really like the chicken. Like chicken breasts. No, they really, you got to do so much to get flavor out of them. And it's, honestly, rabbit or squirrel taste just as good as chicken, but they have more of a flavorful to them. I was born and raised in Indiana, so you know what I mean? There's some things that I'm very country about. I grew up in Valparaiso, Indiana. Plus, chickens are kind of yucky animals. You know what I mean? They'll eat something and then eat the seeds out of their poop. Might as well have some of that expensive coffee. So how are y'all feeling today? Are you just feeling good? Are you ready for Christmas? I know I am. I'm not really celebrating Christmas. My wife wasn't feeling it this year, so we're not decorating the house or anything like that. All our Christmas decorations are in the stairway. We're not even putting them up. If my grandkids were coming over, that's a different thing. I would, you know what I mean? The house would be decorated, but they're not coming over. I'm 52. My wife's 53. Neither one of us are really into Christmas that much, and we don't have money to get each other anything for Christmas, so we're not really even celebrating it this year. Oven baked chicken. Yeah. They are good. I like baking things because I had my gallbladder removed. And ever since then I can't. There's so many things that my stomach doesn't let me eat anymore. Oh, my wife's 54. I forgot. Thank you, Wanda. Nice save. Hey, man, I know what my wedding anniversary is, so there. I am 52. I'll be 53 next month. And I've learned one thing about being this age. You don't really look old, and the really old people say you're not old, but you're getting there and your body's starting to fall apart. You're starting to have more medical issues than you did before, and it gets kind of weird and freaky, which is part of what put me into my depression and what part of my wife's health problems put me into some of the depression also. And then it just compiles and gets worse and worse and worse. Before you know it, you're contemplating getting up out of bed every day. Do I have any children? I have a daughter who had two children, my granddaughter and my grandson. My granddaughter's name is Chloe, who is the one that inspired me to do the YouTube channel. And I have a 7-year-old she will be 7 next month, 7-year-old granddaughter, and a 1-month-old grandson. He was born last month. I'm trying to find a picture so I can show you. It's on my thing. There is my daughter, my grandson, and my granddaughter. And then I have me and my daughter. I was a drug addict, an alcoholic, and a womanizer. So I was an absentee father. I was in and out of my daughter's life until I got drug free and sober when she was 13. By the time she was 13, our relationship was already fractured. So we have times where we don't talk to each other. And in one of those times, we met a young lady. Her name is Candace, and she became like a daughter to me. So she's my other daughter, the daughter that God sent me when I needed somebody, if that makes sense. Yes, I love them. And then as far as real family, I have my sister and my daughter and my grandchildren. And my wife. That's all my real family I have anymore. If I have any other real family, they quit being family a long time ago, if that makes any sense. I bet you I don't know where any of them live and they don't know where I live. So, you know what I mean? So I have other family like Wanda and Eli. Wanda's my sister. Eli's my nephew. I have my brother Barry, my brother Gary. I have family that isn't blood, which is different than regular family, because they're the family I chose and that chose me, not the family that we don't have any choice but to be family with. You know what I mean? Which works for me, I guess. And as far as doing live streams, every day I'm going to do it. I might do it a little earlier because my wife, well, thank you guys. Yes, sir. Or yes, ma'am. Today, when I did my Bible reading today, I did the whole thing, and then I looked up and the phone was dead. And when I tried to get it my phone, because I used my older phone to do the videos till I could get a camera, and it froze and and then I went to church and I came back. So I did read my chapters for the day and I posted it. It was just a little later than what I wanted to do. I like doing it, drinking my coffee, read the Bible, talk a little bit, you know what I mean? So that way I could start my day with the word in me, you know? And it just kind of, I read it after church, but yes, I did read today. It is 7:51. Right around 7 o'clock. I want to do it a little earlier because my wife goes to bed about 8 o'clock. And if I have the door in between the kitchen and the dining room open and I let my one dog out, the other dogs out there make a bunch of noise and bark and make it hard for her to go to sleep. So I was wondering, that's what you guys can help me with. It's 8 o'clock pretty much right now. When is the best time to stream for you guys? Because I could sit and talk to myself all day long. But I do this to help me and to help you. If you guys have any questions or anything, or if you need someone to talk to, in the description on my YouTube channel is my email address, is also my mailing address. write me a letter or drop me an email, and we could strike up a conversation and we could talk outside of the stream, to just talk. I don't have a whole lot of friends, and that's a reason. When I quit drinking, when I quit doing drugs, I realized that the people that I considered weren't like that. So, you know what I mean? I don't have a whole lot of friends, and that was one of the biggest problems, is I had no one to talk to, no one to vent to. I always felt alone. And then you all, you know what I mean? It's crazy. So around the same time, I'll just have to, kinfolk knows my dogs, I have to keep playing. You might hear one of them, the one that's in the aggressive one. The aggressive one. She is aggressive. She attacked my other dogs, but I separated them. And I live in a ghetto-ish neighborhood. All right, so around the same time as what I do now is what would work for you guys. I couldn't just give her away. I couldn't rehome her. And if I took her to the pound and let them know that she was aggressive toward other animals, she could get put to sleep. Or if I rehomed her, I don't know if she would be in a safe place for her or other animals or anything like that. My wife is right there listening to me. Yeah, the dogs are crazy, especially Daisy. As soon as I'm done rolling this pack of cigarettes, I'll let her out because she's barking. She wants to come out and say hi. I'm trying to get her to tell you guys that she loves you. She tells me all the time. I can get her to talk real good. And then I try to get her to talk for you guys, and she's like, yes, she is the only dog I have that likes the snow. She, I go out there, and it's funny, I've never had a dog that will do zoomies on command. It's the craziest thing. Because in the short, you hear me say, run, 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 run. She takes off running, or I make that sound. I don't know why. She runs. It drives her insane. Chuck, we don't need your help. Come here, Chuckas. Come here, buddy. Chuck is a Cane Corso pit bull. Come here. Look. Come here. Come here, Chuckas. Come here, buddy. What are you doing? He is the one that, he's a protector of my house. He protects my wife, any females, the other dogs. Hey, Mr. Lucky. Thank you. Wait till you see Daisy. She's a sweetheart. But he protects all the other dogs. So when I let Daisy out, Chuck is on guard, and you know what I mean? He stands at the door and just barks at her and growls at her. And when she first got aggressive, she was a year old. She's 2 now. So she's calmed down a little bit. Like, I don't know. I don't introduce her to other animals. I know that if there's something outside that she catches, it's done. Chuck, do not antagonize Daisy. Get out. No, don't give me the sad puppy dog eyes. Chuck, put that lip away and go. Now. I don't let her antagonize you. You are not going to antagonize her. Oh, I love dogs. I feel so much better. honestly, after the live stream last night, when I woke up this morning, it was crazy. It was like a night and day difference. Like a weight was lifted off my chest. And then I went to church, and I just feel fantastic today. I can't explain it. I haven't felt this good and this excited in so long that it's insane to me. I miss feeling like this. This is how I always used to feel. Pumped up, let's go! And for a year, I haven't felt like this. I woke up this morning and I blame you guys. You guys being here to listen to me ramble like an idiot helps me. It helps me so much, and I never thought that it would. But if you watched a video from 4 days ago, you could honestly see that I feel different. All right, Daisy, I'm coming. Give me a second. I gotta let out the terror. No, Chuck, go lay down. I'm done with you. Are you okay, honey?
Yeah, I'm getting.
You're getting what? Okay. Do you need help? Okay. Oh, dagnabbit. I'm coming, guys. You know, when you try to hurry and do something, something always happens. Go lay down. Daisy! Come here. Oh, oh. Come on. What are you doing, crazy? What are you doing? Yeah, she's got a lot more energy than the other dogs. Look, you already went outside. We're not going outside. You want it out of your room, you're out of your room. Ow! I'm still, yes, so that I can save money for my granddaughter. That's the only reason why I want to get monetized, so that I can start saving money for my grandchildren's thing. For her future. I can't, maybe once I go back to work, it'll hit off and I'll be able to kill it doing fence like I did before. Come here, Daisy. Come here, baby. No, she's on that side. Oh, I know. I know. Look at you. Show them, man. Show them. Hers is a cutie pie. Whoa, goodness gracious. Hers is a cutie pie. Ow! Dang it, you got me again. Oh. She's going to get me bleeding to death. I'm not playing with a rag. You go get your toy. Ooh. Dang. She gets so excited. Chat with Grandpa. Huh. Tell everyone you love them. Tell them you love them. Daisy, I love you. Daisy, I love you. No? Oh, she scratched me pretty good that time. I don't know if y'all could see it. It's like from here to there. She got me a good one. There's one from the other day. She scratches the heck out of me. No biting. No biting. She gets super excited because she is locked up. Now, I let her out a lot and I spend a lot of time with her, but I'm really the only person that spends time with her. And I spend as much time with her as I can. And being unemployed helps with that, because if not, dude, she's just sitting in a room all by herself, and it breaks my heart. I'm trying to figure out a way to try to slowly reintroduce her to my other dogs. And I know everybody said, I've heard, oh, you got to be the alpha. Trust me. I've picked up my Cane Corso, threw him on the ground, and bit that son of a gun. And I mean, teeth on his throat, biting him. I believe that animals know animal instincts. And if you act like an animal to an animal and treat them like a alpha dog would, you're the alpha. The problem is the cane corso part of him makes him a protection animal. Like, I can't high five my wife, he gets upset. You're not allowed to, no violence of any serious kind. You can't play fight. Get over here, quit attack Daisy. Your ass will go back in your room. Sorry for swearing. Little monkey boy. She's calming down now, so that's good. So what else y'all doing today on this fine Sunday? What do you guys do for hobbies? My hobby is riding lawnmowers. And starting tomorrow, it'll be working on lawnmowers. Because I've decided that I could sit and complain and cry about my lawnmower not running, or this lawnmower not running, or no tractors running, when the only person that's going to fix them is me. I can't afford to have somebody else fix it. And part of the hobby is learning how to fix stuff. Hunt arrowheads. That would be cool. Do you live somewhere where there's a lot of them? Or is that like something you have to go somewhere else to look for? Like take a vacation or like a weekend trip? Really? Is that just a hobby, or you do that for a living? A kid? Hey, Daisy, do not attack the camera. Well, don't growl at me. Pygmy goats. That's beautiful. Southeast Missouri. I've never been to Missouri, I don't think. Pygmy goats are cool. If I lived a mile that way, just outside of city limits, I would have many donkeys. But I'm still in city limits, so I am not allowed to have any type of livestock. Just 1 mile away. Ohio. I live in Youngstown, Ohio. And what's funny is, when I first moved here, you couldn't count to 5 without hearing a gunshot. I've lived here for about 10 years. And you don't hear them anymore, only on holidays and stuff like that. But it's still a depressed area. Ooh, you got me twice, you mother lover. You're about to go in your room. She's playing with a shoe. Play bass. I always wanted to play bass because they were always the underrated guy. You know what I mean? The guitarist, the lead guitarist, and the singer got all the chicks, but the bass player was always the one. You know what I mean? For instance, Motley Crue. You had Vince Neil. You had Nikki Sixx. You know what I mean? And then you had Mick Mars. Mick Mars, but Nikki Sixx, everybody knows Nikki Sixx. You know what I mean? I took one piano lesson. My sister used to take piano lessons all the time, and I took one, and I never got interested in it again. See, my biggest issue was when I was young, like people nowadays, when you're young, it's different. When I was young, I started drinking and doing drugs at a really young age. And it robbed me of my childhood. There's a lot of things that I don't like video games. I'm not into video games, and I was around for Atari and Pong. You know what I mean? Those were my first games. And now I play Minecraft on my phone, um, mainly because it's soothing. It's just fun to play on my phone. It's dumb. It's a kid's game. I know, but it's soothing to the mind. It relaxes me. It gets me out of thinking of everything. You know what I mean? Same thing with lawnmowers. Oh, the blues are great. The great thing about being underrated is when you do something insane, people are like, whoa. You know what I mean? Yes, I love System of a Down. Um, I grew up listening to original speed metal. Like I remember when Metallica's Black album came out on in the stores. I remember the first time Master of Puppets toured. I remember Slayer and Pantera and all that when they first really started getting big. And oh my goodness. And now that I'm a Christian, I've learned that Daisy, I'm about to put you away. You're driving me insane. Um, Now that I became a Christian, it took me a long time to try to find music that I could relate to because I was listening to music that would take away what I was trying to do. So I started listening to more Christian music, and they have some pretty good Christian speed metal bands out there. Demon Hunter, oh, one of my favorites. Disturbed, yes. I the Minecraft thing I just started playing actually. A couple of years ago it was I used to watch this guy Neo Network on YouTube, and it was just relaxing when COVID started and nobody was working and the world was shut down. So I started watching him, and I found that it was relaxing to watch him. And then I haven't. This is how up to date I am on electronics. I have an Xbox 360 that I started playing Minecraft on. It's still in my living room. I don't have anything above that. That's why I started playing on my phone so I can upgrade. Testament, yes. Yeah, it was weird. Like even though I listen to Christian speed metal now, I've learned that my taste of music has kind of changed. I don't mind listening to rap now. I don't mind listening to Christian rap because it's not all about what regular rap is about. You know what I mean? It has a good message and the message to get away from all of that other stuff. Um, and I'm more into music, the message of the music that I listen to now. Not, um, I used to listen to music because it matched the way I felt. Now I listen to music for the message that it gives me, if that makes sense. I still listen to the other music on occasion. You know what I mean? It's in me. It's never going to leave, but it's not my priority to listen to anymore. Oh my goodness. Ow. Yeah. No. And here's the thing, that's actually the whole lockdown part of it isn't what got my depression going. It was COVID. I got COVID and it put me into AFib. They shocked my heart and put me on blood thinners. So AFib almost killed me. And then they told me I have an aneurysm on my heart that makes me think of death all the time. And then they gave me blood thinners that I had a 1 in 10,000 people get a thing called skin necrosis or necrosis, however you pronounce it, to where when you get a cut, your skin starts dying and eating itself around it, and you got to cut it out. I had, when you take blood thinners, you get the shots in your stomach. I had a bruise that went from here all the way down to my knees from them shots, and all of that skin was dying and almost killed me. Once I got hit with a thing of morality and that I wasn't going to live forever, I might as well have jumped off a building and landed in a pit, because that's exactly what I metaphorically did and stayed there for a long time, which is why my door isn't painted or why I don't have new clothes and all this, because I've been living in depression. I'm slowly trying to get out of it, and YouTube is helping me do it. And if I can help someone on YouTube get out of it, or to feel better about themselves, or just to have a better freaking day, I'm down. I'm new to the live streaming. I didn't do it before. And then I'm sitting there watching all these people, and I'm like, there's a cruise party of 5 is what it's called. And all they do is they say hi and good morning and a little bit of chit chat. And then you say hi and they write down your name and put it on a wall. And there's like 17,000 people watch it in 2 hours. And I decided to start doing live streaming, because if 17,000 people are going to watch that, if I could get 5 people to listen to what I'm saying and possibly reach out and help somebody else, I'd have 5 people all day, every day, over 17,000. Because I was watching it today and they were just making money. It was just rolling in. They had a little count. They even had a counter. They were watching it. And it's like $600, $1,300. And it just kept rising. And I'm like, I get it. I'm not disrespecting their hustle. But this isn't about money for me. This is about making a connection with another human being and making them feel good, making me feel good, and knowing that there's somebody out in this world that you may never meet, but I honestly and truly care about you and how you're feeling, and I love you, and I want to share every good thing in life with you. You know what I mean? Because I know I'm not the only person in the world that has felt completely abandoned most of their life, even if they're not. I'm not saying that I was, and feeling unloved and unworthy. And I almost deleted myself over that. And something stopped me, and her name is Chloe. So, I figure if I could do that, like the moment that I decided I didn't want to delete myself, my granddaughter told me that she asked me what I was going to the doctor for. I said because I needed to get my smile back. And my granddaughter said, "Grandpa, I'll be your smile." So I took that and put it here. I want to help other people. You know what I mean? All right, you have a good day, me frog. I will talk to you another day. Well, God bless you. I do Bible readings. I was thinking about doing a Bible study, like a separate, like to read the Bible in 365 days, you have to read 4 chapters of the Bible every single day. The Bible that I have is this Bible. It's a study Bible, and I was showing this yesterday to where, like, see this page? Okay? This much of it is scripture. All of the rest of it is for Bible study. So I have been wondering if after I read the 4 chapters, if I should, God bless you, have a great night, me frog. If after I do the, read the chapters, should I do another one doing the Bible study part, or should that be a live feed kind of thing? What do you guys think? I mean, because it's here, you know what I mean? And I think that after I read it, if I read that, it might, what? Sorry, I gotta grab her toy. I give her stuff to chew on, and she really likes chews. I was thinking about that. Because it's, some of it's hard to understand. And some of it, luckily I have today the question yesterday about Genesis chapter 5, verse 4. They talked about giants. And I asked one of the brothers at the church about it, and he said that some of the things in the Bible aren't explained, and the only person that you could ask for the answer from is God. So when you meet God, ask him the questions that you have. And I think that was a very good answer, and I understand why he would make that answer, because you're not supposed to misspeak about God. So anything that you add to it besides what the Bible says is pretty much hearsay, which I get, but it's still, things like that leave you questioning. And if you're not strong in your faith, something like that would be like, yo, you know what I mean? And I was hoping that he would give me a better answer than ask God when you see him. But I am going to pray about it to see if I can get an answer from God, because every night and every morning I pray for God to give me a prayer to pray for us, me and you. And he does. Most of the time he does send me a prayer. I'll be sitting there drinking my morning coffee, just chilling, watching the news, and it'll hit me what I'm supposed to pray about. And then I get up and I do my prayer video. Water. No coffee. That was a mistake yesterday. I sat in my bed at midnight going, I shouldn't have had that cup of coffee. I apparently can't. Fasting, I technically fast, but that's simply because I only have enough to eat once a day. And that's going to be iffy towards the end of the month. So fasting I do, but not in the sense of what the Bible considers fasting. Daisy, leave it alone. Jeez. There's a mouse behind the stove, and she's trying to move the stove to get it. I don't need a cat. I got a big old dog. Hold on, let me go put her away before she breaks the gas line off the stove and my house explodes. Come on, enough of that silliness. What are you doing? What are you doing, crazy? Ah! It wasn't a mouse. I thought it was a mouse. It's not a mouse. It's a ball. Yes. Yes, somebody, when on my prayers, they were like, you're supposed to pray in private. I do. I pray in private more than most people. I pray walking down the road. I pray in the store. I've even prayed driving. I keep private prayers private between me and God. And if God wants me to share a prayer, he puts it on my heart. If God doesn't put a prayer on my heart, I will not share a prayer. You'll see that there's days that there isn't a prayer. Those are the days that God didn't give me something to pray about. Yeah, I can't drink coffee at night. It kept me up. It was insane. Even though yesterday was a different situation. I didn't have creamer till later on in the evening, and I couldn't drink any coffee without it. It made me sick. So I drank it when I got creamer, and that was just a bad decision. Poor decision for an old man who has trouble sleeping. But yeah, I do want to get into the God thing. Here's one thing about my channel. It's not just about Christianity. It's not just about depression. I'm into lawnmowers. I like going places. I want to go to spend weekends at ATV parks with the lawnmowers and with my daughter Candace, and you know what I mean? This channel, it's all basically centered around Christianity, because without God, I wouldn't be sitting here. You know what I mean? That's just a fact. Does it look like this? That's funny. I actually didn't buy that. If that wasn't given to me, I wouldn't have coffee at all this month. My brother-in-law gave that to me. So yeah, they don't drink coffee, and somehow they got it, and they were like, here, you drink coffee, I don't. Ugh. Yeah, see, she just wants to play. It is good coffee. It doesn't give you that aftertaste. Unless you drink it without creamer or, well, I don't use sugar. So, I really didn't even like sugar till I had my gallbladder taken out. Once I had my gallbladder taken out, I got an addiction to ice cream. I don't know why. All I know is I've never had pain like my gallbladder getting infected and growing in size. That was crazy. The doctor was like, Does it hurt when I touch this? And I heard this little girl scream at the top of her lungs. And everybody was staring at me, and I realized I was that little girl. Hey, that's my sister. And I appreciate that coffee, because without it, I wouldn't have had coffee this month. Say hi to my sister, everybody. What were my symptoms? I didn't have any. I was fixing I was putting up the neighbor's fence, and I ate tater tot casserole, and my stomach just started hurting after I ate it, and I'm like, oh man, and I laid down and it just kept hurting, you know what I mean, and it didn't go away, and it started getting pressure, and then I couldn't touch it, and I called the ambulance. I couldn't lay down, I couldn't sit, it hurt, and it happened like that. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. That was a great time. And what's weird is that happened right as COVID started. So I was like, I got in the hospital, had my surgery, got out, and then the world exploded. Yeah, it was not a very pleasurable experience at all. Between that, and I also wanted to say something. Yesterday, somebody asked me about my jack-o'-lantern smile. I was wrong. Kind of. This tooth, I knocked out riding a bicycle. They put a cap on it. I got into a fight. They knocked the cap off. This tooth, skateboard, same thing. That's why I said fights, but the original break was riding a bicycle with a rope on the handlebars. Rope goes through the wheel, you flip over, handlebar to the mouth, you break a tooth. You ride a skateboard and try to do all them cool tricks, kick it up and it smacks you right in the face and knocks your tooth out. And fighting broke them, and that's that. But I wanted to say how it originally happened. They were knocked out by getting into fights, and I don't know if y'all know anything about medical stuff. Is horrible. See? She remembers that day, out cold, sound asleep, sleeping in the middle of the street, bloody all over the place. Yeah, good times, good times. Silliness. It's funny to have my sister in here, because she lives in, they live in a camper in my driveway, because she can't go up and down stairs, and they also have a dog. You might see on video every once in a while, my baked potato. I have no problem with her living in my house. She just can't do the stairs at all, and with her dog and my dogs, she lives in her trailer, you know what I mean? They have utilities and they're all good. I worry about them when it's cold, but you know what I mean? They have somewhere to live, so. I love this. I love root beer. That if I wasn't drinking water, now I drink water, coffee, or root beer. Sometimes cream soda, if it's the red kind. I like the red cream soda. I don't know why. But I prefer, if I'm not drinking water, I prefer root beer. And that was, me and my wife used to go to A&W whenever I'd get paid. And we bought those on one of our dates, and I use it to drink out of. Because happy memories are good memories, and if I can do something to have a memory that makes me smile, that's what I do. I know. I have another mug that my granddaughter bought me. It's not it's just a regular mug. It's way bigger than this one, and that's what she gave me for Christmas last year, and that's what I drink out of out there. In here I have a different cup. I don't know why. I just grabbed it out of the cupboard when I went to get a drink, that's all. My other one's out there. Tell Aunt Alice, tell her I love you. Look, tell her I love you. Say it, I love you. I love you. You're such a good girl. Ow, no biting. She gets excited and she nibbles. Hey. That's my water, not yours. You got your waters right there. Go drink it. No, you cannot have my water. You have your own water. You do too. It's over there. I love you. You're such a cute kitty. You're so beautiful. Yes, you are. You cannot have my water. You have a whole bowl of water over there. Sorry, I had to argue, I guess. See you later. Have a great day. God bless you. Hello. Baked potato! Tank is my buddy. What, baby? What? I know, but you can't drink my water. You have your own water. You gotta go potty? Okay. Go on. Go. You're the one that wants to go out. Go. Go. Go push the door open. I don't want to walk downstairs. You can open the door. Don't be lazy. Dude, hold on. I got to go fill her water thing. Look, Daisy, you freak. Look, here's my water in your thing. No, I put it in there. Oh, you're a jerk. Jerk. She's a jerk. What do you want now? You want me to put this in there? Dogs are worse than kids because they don't tell you what they need. Oh my God, she tried to kill me. Well, there, you got water now. Leave mine alone. Oh, well, see, that's what you get for drinking too fast. Sorry, I didn't. Yes. It'll probably be gone tomorrow, though. It didn't get to, like, 23 today, I think was the highest. Debbie Gilman sent me a friend request. Who are you? No, I'm sorry, I do not add just strange women to my Facebook. I'm sorry. Try again. They should add my wife first and then add me. See? That'll work. Hey, how are you doing, Briar? Sorry, my bifocals aren't bifocaling. Yeah, it was in the 20s today, so there's still quite a bit of snow. I did make a video walking around talking about what I'm going to do with my racetrack, though. What is weather? It's right there. Yeah, tomorrow it's supposed to be 40, so yeah, there won't be snow tomorrow. It'll all be gone. Which is weird because it's 15 degrees right now. Yes, please subscribe. It drives. I thought it was Tuesday he's fixing the truck. Isn't he off Tuesday and Wednesday? Because he's going to be fixing the truck and I'm going to be working on the lawnmower. Subscribe. And here's why I say subscribe. The subscribers is good. For monetization, that money's all going to go to my grandchildren. But subscribe simply because you're going to make my granddaughter very happy. My granddaughter loves, like, when I told her you had, when we had 25 subscribers, she went crazy. She's a kid. See, I'm not the only one that don't know what day it is. I thought today was Saturday. 354. That's crazy. Thank you. See, that's one thing that I'll say it and people are like, oh, no. It blows my mind that 354 people subscribe to watch me talk. I mean, granted, I do want to get out there and I want to do things like to entertain and not just talk because I can talk. Apparently, I have the gift, oh gab, but I want to do things like I want to take a weekend and go ride the lawnmowers through the woods, or take the weekend and take Chloe and go to Cleveland and do stuff. You know what I mean? That would be cool. Yes. That is crazy. 354 people. And I talked about it yesterday. And now I'm going to have this conversation, and my sister will tell you, and if Wanda's still here, she'll tell you. Money to me is nothing more than a tool. I do not have a love of money. I am not going to, if I had a bunch of money, I'd spend it on other people. When I was working really good, my wife had everything she wanted, and I got tools for working. You know what I mean? I got like $4,000 worth of work tools for doing fences. That's how I spent my money. It was all, for work. My wife, she'd buy the things that she likes. You know what I mean? For me, monetary, I don't wear a wedding ring. It's on my key ring. I don't wear a necklace. I don't even think I own one. I don't own a watch because somebody stole it and I haven't replaced it. I've said it before. My favorite color is dull gray and teal. Teal's like the pop color I like, but dull primer gray is my favorite color. You know what I mean? I'm not a shiny person. I don't like somebody to look at me and be like, ooh, look at them shoes. No, my shoes cost $7. You know what I mean? This shirt's 4 years old. I don't wear it much because I only wear it in the wintertime in the house because I'm tall. Oh, this one isn't too bad. But most of the time, the sleeves are too short. Yes. Yes, me too. But yesterday in the live stream, somebody asked if I had, what was it, PayPal? And I said, no, I don't. I don't even have a credit card. I don't have a bank account. My wife does. I found that my wife does have PayPal and all that. And my wife does not share the same problem with money that I do. I don't like money. My wife has no problem with money. So this morning she looked at me and she said, you know, we have both PayPal and Cash App. So that being said, when I went to church today, because I don't have that for money. I talked to my friend, brother Leon, and I asked him, I was like, because he knows how I feel about money also, because he was one of my customers, and he had to give me money that I wouldn't take, so he gave it to my partner to take because I wouldn't take it as a tip, because he paid me for the job I did and I didn't want a tip. So he gave it to my partner who gave it to my wife. You know what I mean? It bypassed me altogether. Which it is what it is. But I did end up adding it to the description on my YouTube page. But I also put on there my mailing address and my email address. So when you go to my page, you hit description, it'll say my little paragraph of what the channel's about. Underneath it is Cash App and PayPal. And then underneath that is my address and my email address. And those are there for you guys to to reach out. If you need someone to talk to, and I'm not online or you can't find no one to talk to, it's 3:00 in the morning. My phone is next to my head when I sleep. That notification for Gmail is on. My Gmail address is on there. Send me an email. You know what I mean? Don't wait until I get back online, or don't wait for this, because, people get put in the positions that they can't wait. You know what I mean? So I put my email address in there for anyone to contact me if you want to talk offside of stream or outside of a comment on a video. And my mailing address is there because just in case you want to write a letter. I know. But just in case people want a pen pal or something like that. You know what I mean? Nothing more. The Cash App and the other one, those are on there strictly because if somebody wants to give me money, it is a blessing from God, and I am not the person to say no to a blessing from God, regardless of how it makes me feel about it. It's wrong for me to turn down a blessing. Okay? If that makes sense to you. And by turning down blessings, not only am I turning down God's blessing, I could be harming someone's, their intention is to do this, and you know what I mean? And it would make them feel good, and I'm like, no, thank you. You know what I mean? I can't let I say it all the time, I got to get out of my own way. Sometimes I'm the one that needs I don't know if you guys can hear her growling. I'll be right back. I gotta go see what she's about to eat. What's wrong? Is Timmy stuck in a well? Oh my goodness! How did the ball get on top of your cage? Well, that didn't work out as... Hey, what are you knocking me down for? I don't have it, I threw it. When we got her fixed, we put her in a cage because she would jump around and all of that. So we kept her in a cage. She was in a cage one time. I paid $100 for a cage that she doesn't use, that I've never put her in. Did you find it? Oh. Sorry about all that. I had to get that out. Nice. Let me see if I can do this. Nope, I can't figure it out. Kinfolk. If I'm not a subscriber to you, make a comment on one of my things and I'll add you. I'll subscribe to you so I can see your video. Then again, I may already be subscribed. I don't know. I try to... No, don't do that. I try to subscribe to everyone to well, the tractor thing, there's not a whole lot of interest in it, so there's a bunch of smaller content creators, and I subscribe to them to try to help them. There's this one guy I watch all the time, and he goes live, and he's like 19. When he's doing the tractor stuff, you know, it's cool and all, but I turn on his live stream, set my phone down, and kind of side watch it, just so he gets the watched hours on his channel, because he's interested in getting monetized. I am too, but not for... I don't want to make a living off of YouTube. My thing is going to be merch when I can get enough money to start doing merch. Stickers and such. Simply because of me. I feel that buying, like, just watching me, I get paid for nothing, really. You know what I mean? And once I get monetized, people can send whatever I forget what they're called. You know what I mean? Which is cool and all, but with merch, you get something in return, like something physical in return for your money. And with the merch, I'm able to donate half of my profits, which is what my whole plan is in life. Yeah, that's tired. And here's the thing, is I was looking at it, the mower, I'm going to start working on the mower that it's going on, hopefully tomorrow, because it needs the carburetor redone. So I've never done it before, but I'm going to take the all over a tire. Whoa. Ew, you got hair all over it. These balls are great. They're like almost indestructible. She's had this for 4 years. And if you know, or 2 years, 4 years. She's not 4 years old. If you know anything about American Staffordshire Terriers, they tear everything up. Pit bulls are all the same. And these balls are from Amazon. And she has yet to destroy them, and she has 4 of them. And she hasn't destroyed any of them. But this is another reason why I want to live stream in here, is because I can have her out here and it's less time spent by herself in there. So this is like our time, mine and Daisy's and yours. Once I do get the backyard done, I want to try to live stream out there by the shed, so that I can have her outside and live stream with her. I think I have a ham bone for Tank. A big chunk of ham. Did I give you guys one? No, I gave that to Wanda. I got another ham bone. That for Tank. I got a ham bone from him. I'm sure he's gonna love that. Because I don't eat it, my wife does, and her teeth are worse than mine. Actually, she does, or all of hers are gone now, I think. So she's been eating ham, and you know, once you get down closer to the bone, it gets more stuff in it, like members and stuff. So there's a lot of meat on it and it's bone. I am only allowed to have fires in a controlled container, like a burn barrel. I have a fire pit. I know there's a word for it, a chamara, I think is the way it's pronounced, chamara. You know what I mean? The one that's shaped like this and comes up. I have one of those on my front porch. And I have a barrel. I haven't decided if I'm going to make the barrel a burn barrel or turn it into a wood burning stove for the shed. Because the shed's big enough I could pull lawnmowers in there and work inside the shed with the, warm, because it's 15 degrees outside. But I can't have an open fire. It has to be contained. And I would say, forget them rules, but the fire department's a block away. And when the neighbor across the street was still alive, every time he lit a fire, the fire department showed up and put their fire out. Now they came here and saw that I had it in a fire pit, or in a contained fire pit, so they just waved and went by. Because my one neighbor is one of those neighbors that walks around with a camera and takes pictures of the way your yard looks, or if you leave your trash can out at the curb for more than the 24 hours that the law allows, he calls the police on you to get your trash can removed. You know what I mean? So yeah, you have to have a controlled place to burn. But yeah, I have one. It's one of the things that I was planning on doing when my lawnmower quit, is put it in because it's on the front porch, and it's a pain to get it in the back porch or in the backyard all the way in the back. So I have that trailer that I was just going to put it on and take it back there, and soon though. Yeah, I think I got this one from Home Depot or Lowe's, something like that. It works. When it starts breaking down, I'll either buy a new one or I want to get one of them smaller barrels, because it's not a huge shed. It's only like 10 foot wide by 20 foot long, or 15 foot long maybe. I'll have to measure it. And it may even be wider than 10 foot. But a 50-gallon drum cut into a wood burner is gonna make it like hey, get away from the door, grab your bowl and go. Thank you. rocket stove, yes. Those are cool. I've thought about the biggest issue with not going out there and cleaning out the shed. I was out the other day and I know what's in there now. It's not a whole lot and it's not going to take much to clean. The biggest problem with it is I have no power out there and no real way to heat it. And there's something living in there. There's a video on one of them somewhere where whatever that picture is, when you're scrolling and you're looking at videos and there's the picture, I forget what you call it, but it's Daisy with her head inside the door of the shed trying to get at whatever's in there. I gotta see if I can check my battery because I don't want this thing dying like it did yesterday. Oh, we're good on battery. Thumbnail, that's it. See? I say I'm an idiot, but people are like, no, you're not. Yeah, I kind of am. Like putting the directional tire on wrong, you know. Are you going to just sit here by Daddy? That's nice. Her's nice and calm now. Such a good girl. She's like, no, get my ball and throw it. Don't throw balls in the house, kids. We got a ball and it's like a heavy ball. And I threw it. Boom! Knocked a big hole in the plaster. Did it again, another big hole. Did it on accident. And now where the holes are is where she scratched and tore chunks of the plaster out of my walls. Until I started just giving her shoes to chew on. I gotta put her away. The other dogs are being jerks and my wife's trying to go to sleep. I'll be right back. Gonna take me a second. Here is a treat. Here's a treat. It's time to go to bed. Go, move. Go to your room. Yeah, good girl. I'm coming, guys. But Chuck's in there acting like a jerk and keeping my wife awake. So I had to put her away and let him out here so that he'll go lay down. Jerk. Yeah, me too. I was sitting there. The other tire is in the other room, and I'm looking at it. And the second one that I did, I had it sitting right here, and I'm sitting here looking at it, and I'm like, and I went and looked at the other tire, and I'm like, and I clearly remember saying, when you're doing this, these tires are directional, so put that in your mind while you're doing it. And then I did it wrong. And it's like I said, as soon as I get the money, I'm going to get the valve stem things to put in there, and then we're going to see if an idiot can put beads on that tire. Because I measured the rim, and the rim is 8.5 inches wide, you know what I mean? And the tire is 8 inches. So the tire should fit fine. It just might be a little bit of an issue to get it to beat up. And I've seen the spraying flammable stuff in there and lighting it on fire. Might try that. Don't know. You know what I mean? But I want to put them on there because I'm telling you, I watched a couple of videos of people ripping around on their lawnmowers in their yards in the snow. Man, be having some videos. But I walked the track today and kind of did a short one because I started doing the walking and talking videos again because I need to get out there and walk. I need to get healthier. I need to get ready for next year. I do want to go back to work. Um, Not simply just to make money, but to get out there and do something and to get active again. Um, and that comes with my wife getting better, and she's slowly getting better. Like today, I was able to go to church. You know what I mean? Granted, it was only like an hour or something, but she was okay. You know what I mean? So it's getting a little better, and we're both working on each other. You know what I mean? Oh gosh. Oh, and everyone, just so you know, my sister is a spelling Nazi. She is from the country of grammar. Yes. Um, and right now, one of the ways I can keep myself busy is walking, working out in the yard. But honestly, just talking to the camera helps me a lot. I'm sure. That's what they all say. Grammar Nazi. You know what's funny? Is when you write somebody who's a grammar Nazi and you purposely misspell things and don't punctuate and use the wrong there instead of there. You know what I mean? Things like that. I'm sorry, but that's me. I have the kryptonite for spelling Nazis. I drive them insane. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm a little goofy, but I'm feeling really good, so that's a bonus. Actually, a big bonus. Um, yeah, I can't wait to get out there and just start doing things. Then my job here is done. Your eyes are twitching. Um, yeah, I can't wait to get out there and just actually start doing more than talking. And I understand that talking helps me and hopefully somebody else. Um, I think I did a little good yesterday with Bud. I was kind of hoping to see him today, but maybe another day. I think I'm going to do the live stream as a daily thing, just to keep in touch with everybody, just to check up, just to make sure everybody's doing good, make sure I'm doing good. Um, it has nothing to do with the subscribers or the hours or anything like that. It's nice and all, but I don't know if you can tell from yesterday's live stream, from today's live stream, I feel 100% better. I feel better about myself. I'm in a better mood. I'm happier. I'm still agitated, but I haven't been in the darkness. You know what I mean? All day. I've been dark free, which is amazing to me. What's my favorite black invention? Oh, I'm sure it's something I use every day. See, that's one thing about history is there's a lot of things that aren't taught in history. Um, my favorite black invention. I'm sure it's something that I use quite often. I don't know any black inventors. It's as horrible as that sounds to say, you kind of stumped me. Um it's I don't know if it's just a cultural thing, but it's something I was never taught. You know what I mean? And um I pretty much gave up on learning much a long time ago, and I escaped from reality for decades. And so I don't know. You got me. You come on the live stream tomorrow, and I will study, and I will let you know what my favorite invention is. How's that sound? Deal? You come back and I'll learn. What's your favorite black invention? Enlighten us. Give us some, you know what I mean? Come on, I can Google it, but I would rather learn it from you. If you know what I mean? Just simply because that's the best place to learn is from other people. Experience is a great thing. Peanut butter. I don't like peanut butter. Ever since I had my gallbladder, that's something I can't eat. The oil in peanut butter bothers my stomach. But just a little small warning, my sister is a genius. And before you say anything, you are a genius, you just don't care about your intelligence. My sister's one of the smartest people I know. Okay, all the dogs are in. Got the big pneumonia hole. Yeah, it's does amazing things for me. The live stream. And growing the channel, I really want to, because the more people that watch are the more people that I can talk to, you know what I mean? The more people that if I say something that may be completely irrelevant to me or something that I think isn't important could change somebody else's life. Yeah, because the downstairs door is open. It's easier than walking up and down the stairs. With my knee, it's hard. Why do you have a lighter? You don't smoke. Move. That's it, man. Look, you want to... It is 9 o'clock at night. The door's getting shut and locked. You're done. I'll be right back, guys. You're done. No, go away. Oh. You gotta go potty, Ariel? Come on, go. You gotta go? No? Okay, you don't gotta go. Here you go, look at this. This is Ariel above us. I could do that with these two. Daisy attacks the phone. Was my crack hanging out? Son of a gun. So if y'all are ever wondering why you always see me wearing overalls, it's because of my butt crack. I hope you didn't see my butt crack. That's horrible. Dang pajamas. Okay. But that's why I wear overalls. Look, you got me pulling my pants. The only person that would see it is my wife. Ugh. That is some really good water. All right, now I'm done with Daisy. I can get back to finishing up my cigarettes for the day. Oh, no, not crack. Probably Jesus Christ's cabbage. But not crack. The Lord's lettuce. Which she's well over 21 and it's completely legal in this state. So it is what it is. Oh no, I don't mind the joke. I just thought maybe my butt crack was out. I was worried. This isn't OnlyFans, you know. I don't. I used to. I have nothing wrong with it. It's if I have. No, I'm good. It's being poor does have great advantages. Like if you can't afford it, you're not going to do it. And by the time you have the money to do it, you're like, nah, I'm good, which is where I'm at. I've been good. Because weed it's not an addictive drug. What it does to your mind makes it addicting. And I'm not against it. You do what you do you, boo-boo. I just, at this point in my life, it's just a waste of money to me. You know what I mean? Now, you see that up there, right? If you guys see anything moving up there, let me know. Because when I had this angle on yesterday, I swear I kept seeing something moving right there. And it freaked me out. That's why I moved the camera and stuff. That's why it's been towards the corner and I've been sitting different. Because I saw something move and it weirded me out. Because there's nothing up there. Nobody goes. Is my phone freaking out again? Dude, I just started talking about that. And my phone, lost signal for a second. That's creepy. We're not talking about that no more. And yes, it probably is a spirit. To be honest, I paid $10,000 for this house. The people that originally owned it, this is what kind of neighborhood I live in. That it used to be. The owners was an old man and an old lady, and their family lived next door, and the house next door. It was all this big family block. And the gentleman who lived here went to bingo. And this house has a full basement. This is a 5-bedroom house. You know what I mean? It is a big house. And it has a full basement. So he used to have dartboards down there, a pool table down there, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. And he had a bunch of nephews and nieces and, children, and they all used to hang down in the basement. Well, he went to bingo, he hit some money, came back, had a couple of beers, and was downstairs talking about how much money he won. Well, all the kids left. Later on at night, one of them kids came back with a gun and shot and killed both of them right there in the kitchen because that was their bedroom and they died right there. So, spirits, probably. We've seen when we first moved here, the ceiling fan in the living room would spin. Yeah, you didn't know this house had 5 bedrooms? Is it really 2 upstairs? Have you ever been upstairs, Allison? Well, I guess the middle room wouldn't be a bedroom. 4 bedrooms. Sorry. Freaking. Man, you wait till I see you, I'm going to kick you in the toe. The big one. Just like that. I guess that's a stomp. That wouldn't be a kick. I'm wearing my slides or I'd kick the wall and show you. But I'm not doing that. I'm just rolling some more cigarettes while I'm sitting here. That way I can not do it in the morning and I can read my Bible in the morning. I've learned that I'm learning to get a system going on the things that I want to do so that it's, you know what I mean? And it keeps the craziness from taking over and my mind going 5 different places at the same time. You're right. You have me on your TV? Like you're watching 2 of me? Yeah, I don't know. There's weird things going on in the house. Sometimes it's not so much. I talk to the spirits and, said, hey, I know this is your house. We're not here to harm you or anything. We're here to have this house as our family house. You know what I mean? See, that's why Tank's all freaking out. He sees a giant-sized me. I've seen your TV. I probably look life-size. He probably thinks I'm there going, well, where's the rest of him? Why doesn't Uncle have any legs? Oh, that's silly. Silliness. See? I told you the second that I was talking about it, my phone did that weird thing. I'm not crazy. Well, maybe, but there are some things I'm not crazy about. It's not just me. But yeah, Candace used to sleep upstairs. That's where her room was. And she said in between like certain times of the night, she wouldn't go out of her bedroom into the middle room because there was something out there. But then there was children living up there. My other daughter, Sabrina, lived up there. And no mention of that at all. So, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's crazy. I can't, it weirds me out sometimes. Most definitely, you know what I mean? But my granddaughter, she's had no experiences, which is great because, little kids, they get freaked out by stuff. I'm not rolling a whole bunch at a time. My tobacco got kind of dried out yesterday. Learned a lesson. But I'm trying to get a thing. I put out a bunch of stuff today. I mean, like 2 videos, a short, a live stream. This is almost like a job. But Dude, it honestly, I feel so different than I did yesterday. I got that fly. Yeah. I don't see any flies anywhere, and one just lands on me. Ah. I have a slice of bread in a little bag of tobacco. That at the end of last month I had to buy because I was almost out, and half the bag was powder, like so dry that it was powder. I had to put a little bit of bread in it, and it's been in the refrigerator. Um, it's useless. It was like $8 for that little tiny bag at the drive-through, and it's useless. I couldn't even roll cigarettes with it. It made me kind of angry, but what can you do? Hey, I want my money back. They don't care. It's 9:23. It's almost 10 o'clock. Do you know where your children are? That still blows my mind. I wish they would put that commercial on and see how many people would freak out about it nowadays. You know what I mean? Where when I was a kid, that was every night. It's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your children are? Cyndi Lauper was the one that I can remember being on those commercials was Cyndi Lauper. Like 80s Cyndi Lauper with the waffle on her waffle cut and the crazy girls just want to have fun. Oh, girls. You know, that version of Cyndi Lauper. And here's what's messed up is I know you were singing it. I know you were. Hey, Evan. Don't let me forget to message you before tomorrow night. I know I do. No, I'm not singing. Why? What's tomorrow night? I know today's Sunday. Tuesday night? Monday night? What even day of the week is it? I should know that. I write it every day. 22nd. So you said tomorrow night? Wow, what's tomorrow? Oh, well, message me before tomorrow night. There, I reminded you, jerk. Where are you from, Evan? I'm just wondering. I have been talking to people from Brazil today, from all over the place. It's crazy. I'm still blown away at the fact that there's people that watch me from different countries. Tomorrow is Christmas Eve. I still don't know what that. I don't know. Unless my sister got me something for Christmas. Hopefully it's the same thing I got her. A big old hug and an envelope full of love. I'm handing out my bills this year for Christmas, so expect the electric bill. I only accept food, thank you. Yeah, it blows me away that there's people from all over the world that connect over me just talking. I may say it 1,000 times, but it amazes me more and more. You know what I mean? That it's amazing to me. guys don't have to give me anything for anything. You know that, right? Thank you, Evan. Where are you from? But we got you something for Christmas. Yes! And it's probably something I really, really want. And it's probably the one for my birthday that I gotta wait forever for. Forever. I say that, and it's like 20 days. Actually, I think it's almost 20 days to my birthday. That's why I'm kind of upset about when my grandson was born. He was born last month. So next year I buy birthday presents in November, Christmas presents for both of my grandkids in December, and then birthday presents for my granddaughter in January. The end of the month and the beginning of the end of the year and the beginning of the year are my most expensive months of the year. But this year I only was able to afford one present for my granddaughter and one for my grandson, and a Santa gift for my granddaughter because she told me that she wanted something, so I made sure that she was going to put it on her Santa list, so I made sure that it's on her Santa list. Oh, I always need another mower. What I need is one that runs. I look at mowers all the time, whether they're running or not. I just sent your husband a thing on a mower that I saw today for like $100. So yeah, I always look for lawn mowers. Because here's what the mowers, if you don't know, I want to make mowers to ride around in the yard with my grandkids and with my friends. You know, give them a little bit of power. 10 miles an hour is plenty, 10, 15, to whip around the yard and have fun. And then I want to build tractors. I have 3 tractors that I want to build. Not all of them are mine, but we're going to build those to go like a little more extreme off-roading. And then I want to build one tractor that is just the beast of beasts. You know what I mean? That has all the torque and all of that, and then all the horsepower, you know, to really tear up the woods. But, you know, because and here's why I choose lawnmowers over ATVs. There's 2 reasons. 1, a lawnmower is cheaper than an ATV. And 2, if you start out a child with just a regular lawnmower, it's slow, they can learn how to ride on it, and by switching pulleys around and welding the rear differential and with tires and with different engines, you can turn that lawnmower for a third of the price into something really cool, to where you really can't mod a 4-wheeler much at all. You get it and that's that. You can make it look cool. You can spend a ton of money to make it a lot faster than it is. Or you could get a lawnmower that your child's never going to grow out of. You know what I mean? Now look, I'm 6'3" and 300 pounds, and I ride around on a lawnmower that my granddaughter rides around on. You know what I mean? It's not like she's going to outgrow it. If she's bigger than me, then we have a problem. But that's why I choose lawnmowers over ATVs, is they're just cheaper and easier, and my grandchildren won't outgrow them, because Grandpa ain't made out of money, and I can't afford a new ATV every 2 years or a new motorcycle every 2 years. Will I get a dirt bike? Yes. because I want to give both my grandchildren an opportunity to learn how to ride a dirt bike. You know what I mean? And if they're into it, then they're into it. If not, then we got lawnmowers. You know what I mean? If I get a smaller motorcycle and they find out they don't like it, I don't have to upgrade. You know what I mean? But if they do like it, then it'll be upgraded and they'll be riding around on their dirt bikes and Grandpa will be on his lawnmower. You know what I mean? Because I am not getting on a dirt bike. I'll never be on another motorcycle as long as I live. Sorry to some of my friends that don't like that idea. I'm trying to quit also. I've smoked basically off and on more than a pack of cigarettes a day for I was 8 or 9 and I'm 52. So yeah. And just if people like, how were you smoking at 8 or 9? Honestly, it was a different time. My parents would buy cigarettes for me. And I was only allowed to smoke in the garage. And I was like 11, 12 years old. And I was allowed to smoke in the garage where nobody could see me. But they allowed me to smoke. Now, they tried to stop me enough. You know, putting cigarette loads in my cigarette and I'd light it and it'd explode and this or that, but they kept catching me with cigarettes, so they never, you know what I mean? They finally were like, look, if you can eat a couple of cigarettes, yes, you heard me, if you can eat a couple of cigarettes and not puke, you can smoke. I was allowed to smoke. Exactly. Yeah, it was a different time, and we were raised completely different by the same people in the same household. We were raised differently. If that makes, if you could ever, if anyone can figure that out for me, let me know because I have no idea. I kind of got sick inside, like sick to my stomach, but I had started chewing tobacco. So the taste, you know what I mean? It didn't automatically make me puke because I'd already chewed tobacco before. I grew up in farmland, you know what I mean? The whisperer. That's what I used to call our adopted mother. Because whenever she said all the mean and cruel things to me, she said it in whispers so nobody could hear what she said. The whisperer. Yeah, we're not getting into all our childhood. That's a whole different case of I got over that shit a long time ago. Sorry for swearing. I apologize. But I got over my childhood a long time ago. Like 20 years ago. Oh, that's funny. The doctor said, smoking weed, I liked it a lot. I even started vaping weed. I stopped doing that. Mainly because I ran out of money, but I used to huff paint a lot and it damaged my lungs, and smoking weed dude, when you get into those, when you get the coughing and stuff, it was so hard on my lungs that it caused so much pain that I quit smoking weed and I switched to vaping weed, and it gave me different effects. It wasn't as harsh, but I found that I was still struggling to breathe. And since I quit doing that, my breathing still isn't the best. I have stage 3 COPD. My breathing isn't the best, but it is 100% improved. The smoking, what I suggest, if you can, there's other ways of doing it besides smoking. Chantix. Chantix is a great thing to use, except for me, very vivid, violent nightmares. And when I'd wake up, it was like I couldn't wake up from it. I was still very violent and angry. The patches, they're good. They work really well. The problem with the patches are, with me, I'm allergic to the adhesive. So it causes a big rash wherever I wear them. The lozenges, those work. But my stomach is messed up. It doesn't let me eat a lot of things. And something about the lozenges messes with my stomach. My doctor tried to prescribe me. They have an inhaler for tobacco now, for nicotine, that they tried to get for me, but my medical wouldn't cover it. So they put me on this other medicine that was nothing but straight steroids, and it drove me insane, and I wanted to hurt people. So what I ended up doing, I haven't quit yet, but I control how many cigarettes I can have. That is the one good thing about rolling my own cigarettes. If I'm out of cigarettes, I have to literally get up and roll one to have a cigarette. Now, granted, once you're used to doing it, look, I just put the tube on. There goes the tobacco. You know what I mean? It's nothing to roll a cigarette. But I can't just reach over and grab one. If I don't have one, I can't just go buy one. I gotta physically roll cigarettes. Holy shnikes. Well, la-ti-da. No, I'm proud of you for not smoking. And yes, huffing paint is what did my lungs in. Between cigarettes, paint, videotape head cleaner, rush, nitrous, you know what I mean? All those inhalants, that's what destroyed my lungs. I know. I was 30-ish when my lungs collapsed. And that's where my breathing really got crazy bad, as after they collapsed. Which, of course, but now I'm currently, I only roll myself so many cigarettes and then I'm done. You know what I mean? And right now I'm at like 5. I'm cool with only smoking a few cigarettes a day. There are times that I'm just sitting in there and I, like I'm freaking a chimney or a freight train. But that has a lot to do with the depression and the stress and just sitting there. You know what I mean? I find that I smoke more. But I started cutting back a little bit. You know what I mean? And I even got to the point to where I would have one cigarette for every hour. You know what I mean? Like it'd be 12 o'clock, I'd light a cigarette, smoke some of it, put it out. 12:30 come, I'd light it, smoke a little bit of it, put it out, and I'd have one cigarette to last all day or all hour. And then the next day I would cut down a cigarette. You know what I mean? And then it was like I'd start out with I'm only up for 8 hours a day, so 8 cigarettes, and I've gotten myself down to about 5 if I'm not sitting in there just doing nothing. Like sitting here rolling cigarettes and talking, it's been 2 hours I ain't had a cigarette. You know what I mean? Silver. Only because silver was easier to get at the store I was at because, aluminum. Because it was, I don't know. I like silver because there was always more of it. And if somebody asked, what do you got that for? I could paint something like a piece. I used to, I know it sounds stupid, make swords out of wood, and you could paint it silver. Yeah, that's why I got silver spray paint, where you paint your bicycle silver. You know what I mean? Always a reason to paint something silver. But yeah, I actually got addicted to that. And it destroyed my lungs. Because I did it for decades. Because it was easy. It was cheap. A can of spray paint would last you a few days. You know what I mean? And nobody ever thought about it. Oh, look, he's got a can of spray paint. Big deal. I don't think I like my sister being in the live stream. I don't think I like this game. No. It's actually nice to have her in here because I say things like that I don't love money. I don't have a love for money. I don't like money. It makes me feel uncomfortable. And it's okay to say that simply because you're trying to prove to somebody else that you're not this or you're not that. But I could clinically say that if you don't believe me, ask my sister. I don't know. It was all part of self-medicating. You know what I mean? For me, because I grew up in a time where they didn't really have any medication. You didn't really go to shrinks or anything like that unless you were loopy. I know. But not prove it, but I could say that I don't like money and I could lie about it. You know what I mean? Over there, I could have a brand new Bentley. No, that's in Niles. Ha! Grandson, get it? No. It's not that I'm trying to prove something to yourself, to other people. It's more that it shows that I'm more genuine, if that makes sense. Not that I'm trying to prove it to anybody. But there's so many things in this world that people say that they're this, but they're really that. And if anybody thinks that I'm that when I say that I'm this, you know what I mean? Just a little backup there. But I understand that I don't have to prove anything to anyone. I am a very special kind of individual. I know that my mind just went blank and I can't think about what I was saying. All right. Art lover, let me ask you a question. I know I had this conversation yesterday with somebody about marijuana. Do you find that your memory isn't as good, or you lose things, or your mind just completely goes, I'm out of the conversation? You know what I mean? Your mind has left the chat. I'm just wondering if it's because of the weed, or you know what I mean. I know it's because years of abuse to my brain cells. You know what I mean? I'm just wondering if maybe the huffing of the paint was a big thing with it. You know what I mean? Had a lot to do with it. Which I'm sure that it didn't do any good. Geez, it's almost 10 o'clock again. That's crazy. I am a very special kind of individual. I am different. I are a different kind of guy. I try to be 100% honest, whether it's brutal honesty or whether it's just honesty. I try to be honest. I tell people all the time that if you want to insult me or say things, that's fine and dandy, but you're never going to get to me. Because if you can't insult me more than my parents did, don't even try. If you can't hurt me more than people that I hold dear to my life, don't even try. If you want to backstab me, can you imagine being someone of my family backstabbing me? Or hurting my feelings? If they can't do it, what makes you think you can? So don't even try. Save that for somebody else. Actually, no. Bring all of your hate to me because I can handle it. You're not going to bother me. Might make me angry. You want to get a rise out of me. That's fine and dandy. Just remember, I know people who know people who know who you are. No, I don't. I don't know anybody anymore. No. I actually welcome haters because I can handle it, and I'd rather it be me being hated on than somebody who isn't strong enough to handle it. You know what I mean? The people that wig out and get all freaky and, oh my gosh, I'm so offended. Good luck, bro. Make fun of my teeth. Okay. I got less to brush than you, so I can do it half the time. That's messed up. Stop it. I don't know anybody at all. Well, I know people, but I don't know those kind of people anymore. Yeah, don't let me scare you. No reason to be scared of me. I'm a non-violent person. I may get angry, but I'm non-violent. Because I don't want that living on my soul. I live by one thing. I want to become the kind of person that I can look in the mirror and not look away from. I'm that kind of person now. So that's the person I strive to be. I want other people to be able to talk to me, especially in this situation. All jokes aside, I've been through a bunch of crap. I deal with a bunch of crap every day in my head. I am a Christian, but I'm not that Christian who thinks I'm above anybody. I'm not that Christian who thinks I'm better than anybody. I'm not that Christian who's going to look down on you because of your sins, because I have my own sins. I'm as much of a sinner as the next guy, and I probably always will be. Do I try? Yes, 100% I try to be the perfect Christian. Do I fall short every day? Absolutely. And I pray for forgiveness for my shortcomings. I'm not afraid of just about anything in life. But I like being the kind of person that is honest and trustworthy and the kind of friend to people, even if we don't know each other, that you can count on. You know what I mean? Because I know from experience that there's a lot of yuck in this world. There's people out there, I know there's people out there that feel like me. And if I could do something to help, both you and me, I will, 100%. And personally, talking on here has done me a world of good. I want to do a thing, continue doing this, and even on my bad days, I'm going to do this. I don't know if it's going to be daily. That might be a little much. It'll grow and all that. But as I roll cigarettes, I might do it. Are you getting ready to go to bed, baby? Okay. I'm going to have to cut this one in a little bit, probably about 15 minutes. She's going to get ready to go to bed, and I'm going to shut my mouth so she can go to sleep. Because I can be a little loud sometimes and animated. But tomorrow, I'm planning on going outside and working on a mower. Probably the one that's in the back. Because it needs a carburetor cleaned. And that's something I might be able to do. And I might even live stream it because I could set towels and stuff like that here. You know what I mean? And sit here and work on it. And I have a lot of tractor friends that I can have on, and you know what I mean? We can work on the carburetor if I do something stupid, because I really don't know what I'm doing. The tires, that was the first time I've ever done anything like that. I didn't grow up a mechanical kind of person. Me and my adopted dad, we didn't have that kind of relationship at all. Where everybody's like, oh, well, me and my dad were in the garage. I so wish my dad would have done that. I never had that connection with him. So we didn't hang out in the garage and do something. We started working on a car once, and that was it. For some reason, we never worked on it again. Probably something I did when I was a kid, but, you know, it is basically... Tammy, Allison said goodnight. She said goodnight and she loves you. So I wish I would have had that growing up, but I just didn't have anyone to teach me that stuff. And even getting into it is a newer thing for me. Because, you know, I never really wanted to ride around on a lawnmower, you know what I mean? It never appealed to me until my granddaughter was on it riding around, and then I rode around with her, and then we were both riding around, and it was a blast. And then me and Andy were riding around, and then me and Candace were riding around, and it's just good, relaxing fun. And now I'm going to start modding them so that they're a little faster, a little more fun, do some donuts. I can't wait to start working on the track, which is why I want to get a mower running so that I don't have to move everything by hand. Plus, I'm going to need a mower to run up and down the road to get the mud pit working in, you know what I mean? I'm not really going to dig any holes. But yeah, I have big plans coming up, and I'm going to be working on lawnmower tomorrow. I might start another series, which let me know what y'all think. On top of reading the things, I might just do another thing reading the Bible study part. You know what I mean? I don't know if we should do that way or on live stream. Live stream would be cool. It would be like a Bible study where we could learn the Bible together, because I'm not really, the reason I'm reading it is because I can't remember what I read or anything like that. So I'm reading it now so that I can get more into reading it, which is cool. But I'm gonna call it a night. It is 10 p.m. Thank you all for watching, for hanging out with me. I will be on tomorrow around the same time since it's a consensus that this is a good time for people. Um, which is cool. I'm okay with that. I just have to do it like this. And when she's ready to go to bed, I gotta stop because the dogs start acting stupid, and I keep her up. Um, but um, I'll be doing it again tomorrow. Okay. Y'all have a great night. Don't forget my email address is in the description of my YouTube channel. Um, if you need to talk, just email me, and as soon as I see it, I will email you back. Um, y'all have a great night. Go out there tomorrow and make somebody smile, make a kid smile, make yourself smile, because a smile makes somebody else's day greater and yours. All right? Y'all have a great night and God bless. God loves you, and so do I. Night, y'all.